So, we made some pretty good progress in Tartarus just then. The funny thing is though, now was a very good time to go, because tomorrow is actually going to be a plot event, and a pretty significant one at that. I actually totally forgot about this. Yeah, I'll explain about it once we get to it, but it's one that for some reason I completely forgot happened now. Oh no, we're no longer in great condition, whatever will we do? It's not like we can just, sleep every night and be great all the time.
Ah, okay, class.
Wait a minute, that's a different class to ours. And then I was like, oh right, that's what's happening today. I knew this happened, I just forgot that it was now. Also, how is Mr. Akoda not fired yet? Just saying.
I know you've been busy lately, but you all remember to do your homework, right? Just because you're not taking a literature class next year doesn't mean you can blow off classic lit. Hey, are you listening to me?
Again, I think school would change for the better if they fired this guy.
What's wrong, Fuka? You look kinda down.
And hey, it's a character that we haven't seen for a really, really long time.
Huh? Talk to me. Tell me what's bothering you.
It's about Aragaki-senpai.
Oh, pretty shocking, huh? Never seen him at school, but I've seen him around town. I wonder if he really did get caught up in some kind of crime.
Some things you can never get back.
Must be really hard for all of us here to not be able to tell anyone what really happened.
I know that from all the things that have happened with my parents. I've sort of been avoiding the question. But is it okay for me to go on like this?
Parents, huh? I can relate to that. But you'll be okay, right?
Natsuki, what are you waiting for? Come on up.
Yeah.
Don't you want to give your classmates a proper goodbye?
Wait, goodbye? That's not going to be good.
Huh? What's going on?
Hello everyone. I know it hasn't been that long, but I feel like I've made some good friends. I'll remember each and every one of you, even after I transfer. Thank you. How's that?
Transfer? What?
And then Fuka just caused a big disturbance in the class.
You're a weird one, you know? The biggest bitch in the school is leaving, and you feel sorry for her.
You're transferring? And you didn't say anything?
It's not like telling you would have changed anything. Why make us both depressed? Anyway, my dad's pretty sick. And they say it'll take some time for him to recover. And we don't really have that much money, so we can't afford to stay here. You know, I still think you're crazy for being friends with someone like me. But, like I said before, we're both in the same boat. My parents act like I don't even exist. I hate living at home. That's why I was so jealous when you moved into the dorm.
Natsuki-chan.
But, Fuka, your house is nearby and your parents are pretty normal. So why'd you move?
Huh? Well,
If you don't want to tell me, that's okay. But if it's something that you and your folks can work out, then do it while you have the chance. It'll be a while before my dad's in any condition for us to have a heart-to-heart. What am I doing? This isn't what I wanted to talk about. You know, Fuka, I used to think that every day was just the same. And I'm only saying this because it's you. But You don't get any second chances in life. If you accept the way things are, then they'll never change. This is the last time I'll see this view. I won't be in school next week because I'll be packing, so guess this is goodbye.
No!
It's okay. Everything will be all right. Come on, don't give me that look.
But...
Hey, I'm not helpless, you know. I've changed a lot since I met you. I'm gonna try and figure out what I really want now. So, I hope you do the same.
what I really want... I used to try and please everyone. I was afraid of not being liked, so I did my best to fit in. But I never really thought about what I wanted.
That is so like you, Fuka. Well, I say, if they don't accept you for who you are, then screw them. But I like you, even if you don't like yourself.
Natsuki-chan,
Well, better get going.
Natsuki-chan! Natsuki-chan. Even if we're apart, we'll still be connected. It all makes sense now. I've always been so worried about how others are feeling. That's why my power allows me to stay connected with them. I guess there is something I want after all. It makes me happy to see everyone else happy too. So, I want us all to remain friends. The power to connect people even when they're apart. My persona has given me this amazing gift.
By discovering her true talent for connecting people, Fuka awakens to her ultimate persona, Juno. This awakening is a little less drastic than some of the others because Juno only has 2 new abilities. One of which is amazing, the other really not so much. So let's talk about the not so much one first, Oracle. This is the closest Fuka ever gets to directly assisting in battle, and it kind of leaves a lot to be desired. Remember the Summer Dream fusion spell that we did recently? It's very similar to that, except that its potential negative effects are even worse. Yes, its positive effects are really great. Full HP and SP healing is really good in Tartarus when those are a limited resource, especially SP, and if you get lucky, it can really help you explore Tartarus much longer than usual, or against bosses, it can really help you turn things around with an emergency full heal on the party. The downside is that 1 out of 5 of its options reduces everyone's HP and SP to 1. If this one occurs, you're pretty much already dead. You activate Oracle from Fuka's section of the Tactics menu in battle, by the way. It is completely free in terms of cost, but it does come with that very, very heavy risk. Personally, I don't use this one too much. I know that it does have a 4 in 5 chance of doing something good, but that 1 in 5 chance of essentially being an instant game over is just too great a risk to me for the most part. And it's really only worth it if you're doing incredibly badly in a boss fight and think you're going to die anyway. So overall, for a signature ability of an upgraded Persona, it's really not the best thing to have. But Juno's second skill makes up for this big time. Learn to level 62, and a lot of guides actually say that it's 72, but I can confirm from the game itself that it's actually 62, at least in FES. Apparently it's 72 in the answer though. But anyway, this thing is Escape Route. This is absolutely amazing. It's essentially an infinite use Triesto gem that is completely free. Anytime you're in Tartarus and aren't in a battle, you can escape from there instantly, no matter where you are. This skill is such a massive aid to Tartarus exploration, and in fact, it completely changes how you approach Tartarus. No longer do you have to go straight to an access point, or just hope you luck out and find an access point anytime you want to leave. You can leave at any time. It makes exploring Tartarus far less of a risk, because if you're running really low on HP, you don't have to search around for a random access point. You can just head out immediately, and absolutely no cost or penalty. It reduces the Reaper to essentially a complete non-threat, because anytime the Reaper comes, you can just escape route out of Tartarus. Problem solved, no need to worry. It makes completing Tartarus requests so much easier, because you can just go in, get the item or items you need, and immediately zap back out. To me, this is easily the best skill in Fuuka's entire repertoire, and I just can't stress enough how good this is. Once Fuuka learns this, you might as well sell all your Triesto gems. You'll never need them ever again. So, overall, as far as Ultimate Personas go, this one's not all that amazing, but Escape Route is great. The other one, not really. Oracle did get buffed pretty considerably in Persona Q, but that's a different game. From mythology, Juno is the wife of Jupiter, the king of the gods, in Roman mythology. She's essentially the Roman counterpart to Hera. Peacocks were considered a symbol of her, which is why the Persona's design incorporates peacock feathers. As for why such a powerful figure in the Pantheon is reduced to just being a support persona, there are actually several reasons for this. Firstly, one of Juno's epithets literally means the one who warns, which fits with Fuuka's support role and the fact that she warns the party of danger. Due to this, the term Juno came to be a term for kind of guardian angel-like figures in the Roman Empire, which also fits in with her role in this game. But another reason for it comes out in the designer's notes. Juno was thought of as an informant because she kept tabs on all of her husband's many lovers. Hence her information gathering role in this game, which is pretty amusing.
There you are.
Why? Did something happen?
It is surprising to find you on the rooftop.
Nah, we were just wondering what you were up to.
Everything's okay now. I've made up my mind. I'll do as much as I can with my power. For my sake, as well as the sake of others.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess that was sort of random, wasn't it?
Are you sure you're all right?
So, yeah, from that we go straight into the lunchtime sequence. And what a coincidence, we actually are going to club today. I'll talk about what just happened in a bit. We'll have some time because there's something else that I want to do today. Okay, this lunchtime we only had one, which was good because we had a pretty big plot event back there. So, yeah, that happened. Persona upgrade for Fuuka kind of out of nowhere. Don't get it? Yeah. Yeah, that does really suck. So, yeah, that kinda happened. It's kind of a weird event for me. While I do like the character development that Fuka gets towards the end of that, especially the whole thing about her having the power to connect people and realizing that's what makes her special, like, I like that, but it's really weird. Like, to me, I kind of feel like that sort of comes out of nowhere, especially the thing about Natsuki transferring. It's just like, oh, hey, we need an excuse for Fuka to upgrade her persona. How will we do that? Let's just have that friend that she made earlier in the game, who hasn't been relevant for months now, suddenly declare she's transferring. Yeah, that will happen, and Fuka will then upgrade her persona because of that. It's like, with the last two personas having upgraded via a major plot event, this just feels a little bit random in comparison. Again, it feels more like they just needed an excuse to upgrade Fuka's persona, but still, I mean, the other annoying thing... Okay, I guess I can look at these. Yes, let's spy on everyone's results. Oh, I guess it's considered a game. Wow, okay then. Huh. I guess she said that she didn't do so well on subjects that weren't really her favorites. Okay. I guess we may as well check Mitsuru and Akihiko's scores. Of course, she scored the highest. Oh, his was still very high, even though he didn't really care. So, why are we down here? Well, it's time to begin one of my least favorite side quests in the entire game. This thing. Bring me a Sengoku-era helm. So, we obviously know which teacher has this. So, what's the best place to find a teacher? The faculty office. Let's go. Oh look, he's right there. Yeah, if only we could somehow get him to give that helmet. I should actually take this time to mention, this guy has a portrait in the PSP version. Like most of the teachers do. Don't think he does in this game. Yes it is. I'm not sure whether you'd let us borrow that though, and if that really is that helmet, then it's pretty absurdly valuable. Okay. Oh, you get an academics boost out of that. So, this. If you come to the faculty office again from tomorrow on, you may, keyword may, be able to get a helm from Mr. Ono. So, we need one of those for Elizabeth, and here's the thing. In order to, you know what, I should probably save the most frustrating part about this quest for tomorrow, because I kind of don't want to spoil how stupid this all is. But anyway, that starts the quest, and I wanted to make sure that I had a lot of uninterrupted time before I did that. Trust me, we're going to need it. Like, it's not a difficult side quest, it's just really, really annoying, and it just takes up so much time, kind of unnecessarily, and it's just really, really frustrating. But anyway, we're going to Photography Club today, and we have Atropos. Now, we don't technically need Atropos just yet, but we will be before the next full moon, so I thought that I might as well get it in advance. Well, I mean, any Fortune Persona works, but I have Atropos here. And also, the beginning of the social link I find quite funny because it has plot conveniences. Yes, can we talk after Photography Club as an excuse to make this scene identical regardless of which club you choose to join? Yeah, it pretty much feels like it's just like that. Oh, and speaking of being identical regardless of which team you join, they're mentioning the track team there. Kind of feel like track team is most likely to be canon, but anyway. So, you can say anything here. He doesn't think he's working hard, and he did win a pretty big prize. Oh wow, he's actually on side. but yeah. Do whatever you want. Gives the most points here, obviously. No, he's in the same problem he was before, just reversed. Again, it feels like his real issue is feeling like he has no free will in a way. He's only doing whatever other people tell him. Once again, yet another person in this school who Gary Stu is the only person they can talk to. But this gives us another higher rank of the Fortune Arcana. We're still not quite up there though, but we do a few more ranks of this, actually all this week. We're at rank 6 now, and we're going to be getting another rank this week, in fact only a few days. Yes, yeah, this line, yeah. Yes, Gary Stu always does what he wants. And you have a driver? What is it with this school and really rich people? I mean, I guess it's a pretty prestigious school, but still. Feels like there are a lot of really insanely rich people who, You know what? Speaking of insanely rich people, there's actually something we can do tonight. We actually could have done it since the 18th.
Hi, how
But
was your day?
I forgot then. Actually, Fuku had a pretty good day today. Well, I mean, she found out that a friend of hers was leaving, so that wasn't good. But she did get something new out of it. She got a new persona, which we'll actually be able to check if I look at the status of everyone. Here it is. So, she already has Oracle, and at level 62, she'll be getting the main thing that we want, Escape Room. That thing is so awesome. That makes Tartarus exploration so much more convenient. It basically means that you're a lot more free with what you can do there. Suddenly talking about casinos. It's not like one of those is going to be a dungeon in a few games' time. Hi there, welcome to Las Vegas, gambling capital of the world. I'm going to tell you how to lose all your money. So everyone here says pretty much the same stuff except for Yukari. So now's probably the time to mention the other thing about that Fuku development is you might have noticed that a lot of the things that she said there sounded very similar to what she said at the end of her social link. So it's another case of kind of character development repeating across the social link and the story, and it kind of being a bit awkward if you've already maxed the social link by that point. I get the feeling they didn't really expect you to have focused link maxed by that point, so yeah. Anyway, there's actually a new recording available today. I think there's actually somebody out in the dorm who tells you about it earlier, but I kind of forgot about it. But I had to do the other two recordings in a file where I actually hadn't saved, so I'm actually going to have to watch those both first before I get to the new one, so I'll have to cut here.
Whoops, I've gotten used to walking around without my bathrobe lately.
Gary Stu still enjoys listening to this line on repeat. Okay, so with those out of the way, there's another new recording, one that we actually haven't seen yet, and I get the feeling Gary Stu is going to like this one too. This one is from, let's see, October the 12th.
I guess it goes like this?
And yeah. So, all those disappointed about not being able to see Yukari in a maid outfit due to the Culture Festival being cancelled, well, we still have a recording of it.
Welcome! Are you ready to order?
I love that voice acting there.
Kinda sucks that the school festival got cancelled.
And those eyes.
Maybe I could just wear this around the dorm for the day.
And this shed some new light on Yukari saying that she didn't want to wear this. I guess she kind of secretly did. Also, I still find it insane that they actually did a portrait for her just for this moment. And in fact, those, like that eye one with the half-closed eyes, totally unique to this scene. She never actually does that anywhere else in the game. So, kind of insane they would do that just for this, but kind of also annoying that the opening movie spoiled this.
Sup, Yucatan? Hey,
Does that mean you gotta call me master?
What's going on, Yukari? You're planning to work at Mitsuru's mansion or something?
I think that's supposed to be Ken.
Ugh, forget it. I haven't had a chance to return this yet, but now that I look at it, it's a real uniform, not just a costume.
Does it come with staff and knife ranks? Well, I mean, I guess Yukari's already a really good healer anyway, but live to serve, that would be amazing. Please suddenly learn live to serve from this costume.
Hey, I should take a picture before I give it back to Senpai.
I'd recommend that you lock that picture in a vault and never let Gary Stu see it.
Yukari-chan, are you there?
And I just realized that she was about to take a selfie, and this game was made long before selfies really became a thing.
I need your help with something.
Sure, one sec.
Well, let's hope this isn't one of those belts again.
Yeah, I should drag Fuka into this too. Wouldn't want to be the only one in the picture looking this way.
If this ends up happening, definitely lock that picture away and don't let Gary Stu see it.
Yukari-chan, those clothes. I've got a couple spare outfits, if you want to try one on. How about it?
Well, I mean, some ways it does pay to know someone who's rich and has a lot of this kind of outfits, but
Well, wait a
not
second.
if you're getting forced into these outfits against your will.
Don't worry, just hold still. This is a little tricky to put on, so it'll be faster if I help. Wait! Yukari-chan! Oh!
And thankfully the recording ends there, otherwise the age rating of this game would be bumped up even higher. So yeah, Gary Stu's like, there now exists a photograph of those twin maid outfits, I must have it. So anyway, that one's kind of funny. I still can't believe they actually made a portrait of Yukari that is never used anywhere else in the entire game, just for that recording. You know, come to think of it though, that, you know, I wonder, I was about to say that, Mitsuru and a towel portrait isn't used anywhere else either, and then I realized, actually it might be, but the Yukari in a maid outfit portraits are definitely not used anywhere else in the game. So, yeah, that kinda happened. Now, it's Tuesday, and, well, yeah, we really don't have much to do at night anymore. We've maxed out Tower. The only thing left is the arcade, so really, we can pretty much afford to just go back to the room just about every night now. Kind of feels like the end of an era in a way. I might just do a couple of arcade visits this week, but apart from that, I'll just skip through the night segments from now on. And I forget what the thing for Tuesday was. I think this is punching, or is it whack-a-mole? It is whack-a-mole, okay then. Who wants agility? Let's see. I actually do have personas that are kind of likely to keep their place on my team for a while, so I actually might want to start doing this kind of thing. Like I've said before, though, I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to get too overpowered. And hey, remember the time when we had to really tightly budget everything just to afford the arcade? Yeah, look at us now. Speaking of looking at us now, yeah, we're buying these items left and right. Earlier in the game, we would not be able to spend that much money on Tanaka's show. It is just, it's pretty amazing just how... Oh, and Yukari's calling. Is this about the maid outfit? Unfortunately, we're, yeah, gonna have to turn it down again. So, let's just, go to sleep. This has actually been a pretty long day. So, today... I believe today is something kind of... yeah. Today's actually pretty interesting. I mean, In fact, today we'll be seeing just what a player Gary Stu is, because we start with this. And, of course, you get this option, which is just so perfect. I'm glad I met you, baby. I don't know if that changes if you're romancing her or not. I'm actually not sure. It looks like it would, but don't know. Oh yeah, and we had a pretty quick lunchtime last time. We're gonna get one of the longest lunchtimes we've ever had here. Like, we go through almost a full loop of the song here. So, Hidetoshi first, who we're actually not seeing today. But we actually are seeing him later in the week. However, we actually are getting... I think this is new. I don't think we've seen Yukari in a lunchtime event before. We're actually not hanging out with her today, though. Kind of interesting, though, but yeah. Don't think we've actually seen her there before. I could be wrong, but yeah. And kind of dodged a bullet there. Good thing she walked off screen before Yuko came on. Because, yeah. We are in fact seeing her today. Yep, she is kind of interesting. She wasn't really acting all that romantic earlier, but now that it's actually started, she is definitely getting pretty forward. And we're actually not seeing you, but we are seeing you tomorrow. I believe. Let me just see if I got that right. Yes, we are in fact seeing him tomorrow. So, yeah, full loop of the song. That took quite a while. I do like how it does give you an indication of which social links are available that day, but we had a lot on today. And I guess isn't even here. However, before we do any of that, and I need to remember to do this because, yeah, this is where things get really annoying. It's easy to let this slip your mind, but we need to go back to the faculty office. Oh, and Bebe's available too, so a lot of social links today. Sadly, we are not seeing Bebe for quite a while. So yeah, back to the faculty office, and time to explain the annoying part of this quest, which I've already hinted at before. We did get a boost to academics before, so we might actually get a boost to another stat this time, but totally pointless because, yeah. We have the maths teacher here instead. I'm not sure how that relates to equations about earning money, but... Suddenly Japanese. No we're not. We just want, and that line, seriously, it's still pretty much pure luck. I mean, like, you know, things like poker you actually can do pretty well in if you know about maths and probability, but winning the lottery, there's not really much ways to increase your odds of that. Yep, another academics boost, which you don't actually need. So, this side quest, in order to get the helm, we have to continuously visit the faculty office continuously for an entire week. Yes, it is 7 days of visits before you get the helm finally. Like I said before, not difficult, just extremely frustrating, and it's very easy to forget about going there one day. Now, it doesn't have to be consecutive, but you do have to visit 7 times total, and it's very easy to lose track of how much you visited if you don't do it continuously for a week. And it's just, and keeping track of, like, holidays and Sundays when you can't go to school, and it's just really, really, really annoying. I don't like this side quest at all. It's extremely stupid and frustrating, and I wish we didn't have to do it, but we do. But to take our mind off that, already in her room, and this is only rank 8. Yeah, celebrating alone, if you know what I mean. Gary Stu's kind of thinking a little bit too far ahead. However, as you're about to see, he might not be the only one who's doing that. I don't know, I just find this kind of funny. It's just such a weird thing. It's like, ooh, you have such long eyelashes. Apparently, Gary Stu's charm power is concentrated there for some reason. Also, I find it really weird that she's saying blush, and she's not actually blushing in the portrait. Well, that's, kind of a, pretty big question. So, interestingly enough, you can actually say anything here. Though if you say not really, I kind of like the response. Yeah, people kind of are, much to their detriment. So, then there's this question. So, this is kind of interesting. You can either say a boy or a girl, just as long as you don't say that, which is actually kind of strange, because if it doesn't matter which one of these two you say, shouldn't this one not matter either? Anyway, I'm gonna go with a girl here. Main reason for this is that if you're going by Fire Emblem Avatar standards, the child is usually the opposite gender to the parent, so Gary Stu would logically end up having a girl in that circumstance. So I think the thing is that she agrees with you regardless of which one you say. Oh, you went there. You actually said it. Yep, you may have said a bit too much there. No, I think you definitely meant to imply. Yeah, that's pretty serious. And now Gary Stu is likely to be terrified because, according to Sims logic, womanizers are terrified of having babies. Yeah, sorry, I don't think there's any taking back that. Although, mentioning this is kind of funny because, those things, they actually exist, and they're pretty hilarious. Yeah, my sister and a bunch of her friends used to use those for laughs, and except they do things like combine people's faces with lions or with inanimate objects like garbage bags and things like that, and get really terrifying looking things. Or like Yoda. It created some very weird faces. Yeah, let's just get out of there quickly. Garusu's like, must run now, now, now. Okay then. Yeah.
Sup, dude?
So let's take our mind off of that by talking about the loss with Junpei. Just one more shadow left. Once they're gone, it should all be over. Yes, let us be the key to everyone's smiles. Which is apparently an actual line from the Japanese version of one of the Kingdom Hearts games, which thankfully got changed in the translation. Yeah. I need that. So, yesterday, Yukari had a different line. Junpei has a different line here, too. And, I would actually pretty much agree with Junpei there. Yeah, I had a feeling this would be the subject of the news. Oh yeah, off by a few days, not like, you know, off by the fact that they'd already started appearing immediately after the full moon. Yes, continue your research, even though it'll all be a moot point, because it's actually going to be gone, hopefully, in the next 13 days, when we beat the last full moon shadow. So, it's kind of hard to believe that it's only been 2 days so far, but they've been kind of eventful. So, I guess I should save now.